Good morning, everybody. So we are in beautiful Miami Beach. It is a Sunday morning here on the beach, particularly in one of the parks. As you can see around me, I'm taking off my shoes. This is going to be your Pilates tone, so a little bit of Pilates fusion with mobility. I've got my ankle weights, so this workout doesn't require any equipment. However, if you do have ankle weights, go ahead and slide those on right from the get-go. This is going to be short and sweet. I always say that, short and sweet. You can do part of it, you can do all of it. As long as you step on the mat, you guys give yourself that credit. So again, ankle weights are not required. It's always optional. I'm gonna make sure they're nice and tight here. Okay, how are we all feeling? Make sure you've got everything you need aside from your mat, and you're gonna go ahead and start laying down on your back. Take a second here, bring the knees into your chest, sway side to side. You're gonna slowly lengthen the legs all the way up, flex and point your toes. Let's give your ankles a little mobility here. Circle them to one direction and then opposite direction. Start pulling the belly in and up, ribs in towards each other. Let's take a big inhale through your nose. Big exhale through your mouth. One more big breath in through the nose. Big breath out through your mouth. Leaving your legs up the wall, hands behind your head, elbows are open. You're gonna take a big inhale. On the exhale, lift head, neck, shoulders off the mat. Try to keep your tailbone down. So notice if you're tucking your tail under, try to lengthen the tailbone. Inhale, you lower. Exhale, you lift. And then a little variation here, modification, if you need to bend your knees. Remember that to get into this position, you do need a bit of flexibility on the hamstrings. So if you need to lengthen, if you need to bend, go ahead and do that. Inhale to lower. Exhale, just a little movement here to wake up the core. Go ahead and pull the belly button down, pointing through your toes. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift. Last three here. You're gonna hold it at the top. Last two. Exhale, lift. All right, you've got one more. Hold it at the top. Excellent. Slowly, left leg is gonna lower all the way down and then take it all the way back up. Big inhale. Exhale, right leg lower. Take it all the way back up. All right, starting to feel that right at the bottom of your core here. So notice that the lower you go with your legs, the more you'll get into your lower abs. A little movement here so you can flex your heel as you lower, point your toes as you lift. Inhale. Exhale. Take it all the way back up. So flexing your heel always allows you to get access to the muscles behind your leg. Pointing through your toes allows you to access the muscles in front of the leg. Take it all the way down, bring it all the way back up. Awesome, a few more here, stay with me. Now if you need to lower head, neck, shoulders down, it feels better for you, go ahead and do that. Remember that you're not pulling on your neck or pressing onto the neck. You're using your core to hold it, lift it. All right, last two here, right to left. Last one. You're gonna hold it at the top, lift a little bit higher, give me one big exhale, and inhale, lower all the way down. Gorgeous work. Rock yourself forward and back the length of the mat. You're gonna meet me at a balance here. Open up through your chest. Now take advantage here. If you've got those ankle weights, they may weigh you down. If you don't, take advantage. Open up through your chest, squeeze your inner thighs together, knees together. Take a big breath in. Awesome. On the exhale, take it all the way down. All right, we're gonna go ahead and face the top of the mat. I'm gonna face you here. So into a little bit of a spine twist. So lengthen the arms out to the side. You're gonna twist it over to the right side of your room. So once you get to that twist, I want you to open the palms and the back of the hands into an imaginary wall behind you. Shoulders back and down. Inhale, take it all the way up to the center. Interlace your fingertips. And then press your palms all the way up. Slightly tuck the tail under. And then start curving through the spine here. Shoulders may come up towards your ears. Really curving through the spine. Inhale, we're gonna do that to the other side. Exhale, you twist to the left side of the room. Same idea here, palms open facing the front or your front, and then imagine there's a wall behind you. You're trying to press the back of the hands into the wall. Both sit bones stay on the mat. Take it right back in through the center. Big inhale, interlace your fingertips, palms facing up to the sky. Big exhale, tucking the tail under, press it forward. Ooh, I've got an and. Press it all the way through. Awesome, you guys. Stay there. I don't want my and. Okay, there we go. Take it all the way back up. All right, slowly you're gonna take a left hand on top of the right knee, and then you're gonna go ahead and find that deeper twist here. Open up through your chest, and then use your legs and the ground here as leverage to find your twist. Your gaze can be towards your right shoulder behind you. All right, take it back into the center, other side here. Right hand towards your left or grabs the left knee, and then twist. Pulling the belly up and in. Excellent, you guys. All right, hands to the top of the mat. Curl the toes under. You're gonna lift your hips all the way up and back. Here we go, slowly. You're gonna inhale, right leg goes up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. 2 more times like that. Inhale, reach it. Exhale, knee to nose. Last time, and you stay. Inhale, you reach. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold. Step it in between the hands. Excellent work. Left knee down. Find a stretch. You're going to walk your hands back, and then lift your right toes up towards your nose. Open up through your chest. Spine is long. Try to find a hinge and not a curve on the spine. So if you need to come up a little bit, maybe you can use blocks underneath. Big breath in. Find your length in the stretch behind your right leg. Take it back into the center. Excellent. Right leg goes back. It's a high plank or a supported high plank. I'm going to take a supported high plank in just a moment. Just stay here. In 3, find your tricep push-ups. Last 2. Last 1. If you're with me, lower your knees. You're going to lower. Exhale, press. Tricep push-up. Elbows towards your hips behind you. So a lot of the times I call tricep push-ups, and then clients in a group class give me a chest push-up, which is not the same. So really targeting through the back of the arms. You don't need to go as low. Even if it's this is your level, you can go ahead and do that. So it's an inhale, you drop, exhale, press. Last 3. These are great to also practice on a wall if you're new to these. Last 2. Last 1, find your down dog. Let's do that to the other side. So relax around your shoulders first, relax around your neck. On your next inhale, lengthen the left leg, find it. Exhale, knee to nose. Find a squeeze on the top core there. Inhale, 2 more like that. Exhale, knee to nose. Last 1, you pause. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, you hold. Step it in between the hands. The right knee is going to come down. You find that stretch to the other side. Open up through your chest here. So take a moment, pull the belly up and away from the thigh so that your core is nice and engaged. Lengthen through. You can always bend through the left knee if you need to. Open up through your chest. Big breath in if you need to come up. Big breath out. Take it back into the center. Left leg is going to go back behind you. Hold your plank. You've got 3. Squeezing through the glutes. Shoulders over your wrist. Last 1 second round of your tricep push-ups. Let's go. Take it down to press. All the way through. So push-ups. 1. It's actually the last movement in your classical mat. Pilates repertoire. All the way through. So down, inhale, exhale, press. Elbows in towards your waistline. Last 2. And last 1. Awesome. Take it all the way back. Beautiful, everybody. Take a second here. All right, let's go ahead and come into our side series. So right forearm down, your bottom leg. I've got my right forearm and right leg down. I'm gonna make sure that the elbow is underneath my shoulder. I'm lifting away from the ground. So obliques are not stretched out. They're nice and engaged. They're shortened here. Left hand behind my head, pulling up and away. So think about that elbow up towards the sky. Slowly extending the left leg straight out. Imagine someone's pressing your butt forward. You're gonna slide your leg forward and then flex the foot as you slide it back. So we're targeting right around your outer glute, outer thigh, all the way back. Inhale, pointing through. Notice if you're sliding forward and back and you've got this extra movement around your upper body or your pelvis. So everything is super stable. The only thing moving is your leg. You point as you reach it forward and you flex the foot as you bring it slightly behind your hips. Your breath is going to be really important, so you point your toes as you reach forward. Exhale. Bring it back behind you, squeezing through your butt. Bring it through. Exhale. Reach it back. We're almost there. We're going to do 3 more here. And then holding it, left ankle aligned with the hips. So notice if your ankle is below the hips, see if you can lift it as if you're pressing it onto something imaginary, a table on top of the leg. This is the last one here. You're going to bring it back, hip height. Excellent. And then one of my favorite things to do, I have a love-hate relationship with these circles all the way around. So notice if your shoulder is getting tired, right? And then your obliques are not really responding. So you can always lower down onto your arm, nice and easy here. The left hand can be brought out in front of you, sipping the belly up and in, keeping one shoulder over the other, one hip over the other, keeping those circles nice and easy here. Breathe. You've got 4 more like this. 3, reversing the direction, and 2. Last one. Excellent. Here we go. 10, 9, and then breathe with me. 8. That lower leg, the lower leg is pressing into the ground. It's not lifting and lowering into the knee. And then small circles if you feel like you're going around way too much. Last 5 here. Last 4. 3, we're going to hold it centered. In 2, flexing through the foot. Tiny pulses up at the top on 1. Lift. 8, 7, good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, excellent. Release on 1. Beautiful work, you guys. You're going to go ahead and bring yourself over to forearm and left hand. Both knees are going to be underneath your hips. Give me a donkey kick. Triple pulse at the top. 1, 2, 3, and then lower all the way down before lifting it all the way back up. 3, 2, 1. Take it all the way back down. Inhale. Notice if you're leaning into the right side a little too much. Try to stay nice and centered. And then take it down. And then when you come centered, the weight on the left hand shouldn't be way too much. So maybe you can tent the fingertips. You can put up a fist. That's my favorite way of taking pressure off my wrist. Inhale to lower. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Inhale. This is great too if you have bands, like booty bands. If you don't have ankle weights, inhale, exhale. Sometimes I feel the bands are a little better than the ankle weights for this type of movement. Exhale. And then we're just working with time under tension, right? Inhale, exhale. So really getting a little deeper into the muscle. Take it down. Here we go. 3 more times. We hold it at the top and we continue pulsing. This is 2. And last time, we hold it at the top. All right, hold it at the top. Continue here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Extending the leg. Try not to drop. In 2, in 1. Extend the leg all the way out. Hamstring curl. Heel into your butt. Inhale, extend it out. Exhale, pull it in. Good. Bring it all the way out. Exhale, take it right back in. You've got this. Try to keep the knee right in line with the hip. Pulling the belly up and away. Try not to curve your lower back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull it in. We're almost there. Think about really leading with the heel. So flex the heel here. Back into the center. Your right elbow is still underneath your shoulder. Stay with me, you guys. Back in. 3 more like that. Inhale, lengthen. finding that target muscle, hamstring muscle behind your left leg. Last two, hold the left leg long. After this last one, all the way out, we pulse it up, lift, 8, 7, using your butt to lift, not the lower back. 5, 4, 3, 2, we let go. On 1. Beautiful work, everybody. All right, towel, sip of water, do what you need to do. We're coming into the other side, yes? So left forearm is gonna come down. I'm gonna stay facing you. All right, left leg is down on the mat, right leg is long. Here we go. You're gonna lift your right leg at hip height. Right hand can be behind your head if you took that on one side. Slide it forward with control, flex the heel, bring it all the way back. Squeezing through your glutes. Open, and then reach it. Exhale, flex, you bring it back. Just lifting, so sipping belly up and in. Ribs in towards each other. Notice if there's tension around your shoulders. And then remember, keeping your butt, keeping your pelvis, your hips pressing to me. Yes, take it all the way through. Flex, you bring it back. Good. Inhale. Exhale, flex. And then if at any point you need a little bit more, just reach, raise the leg, reach it forward. Try not to go over the hip height, because then you get into all other sorts of muscles, but it's not the intended muscle. So you're trying to stabilize here through the core, through the back body, and then targeting outer glute, outer thigh here. Flex, you bring it back. 3 more here. Notice if you're arching through the spine, lengthen the tailbone down. I'm starting to shake. 2 more. My right leg is actually, it's a little low. It's a little weaker than my left leg. So I find the shakes sooner on this leg than I do on the other side. 1 more. We hold the right leg in line with the hip. I'm gonna set my hand down. All right, we circle. Here we go. Circle all the way around. So make sure you're not cutting corners here. All the way out and around. Head is forward. Butt is pressing, or hips are pressing forward. Breathe. Last 5. 4. Reversing the circle in 3. Both hip bones are facing me. Last 2. Last 1, and you bring it back behind you for 10. 9. 8. Lean into it. 6. Breathe here. Last 4. We flex the heel, we pulse. Don't let it go. Don't let the effort go. Last 2. Hold it, center, flex, lift up. 8, 7, 6. Yes, you can. Press your hips forward. 4, 3, 2, and drop on 1. This is it, you guys. Left forearm, right hand, both knees underneath the hips, starting with your donkey kick. So we find the center glute here. 3 pulses at the top, and then you lower all the way down. So it's a full range of motion to lower all the way down, full range of motion to find the highest point, and at the highest point you lift 3 times. So think up and up instead of up and down. 1, 2, 3, and then you lower down. Try to hold it at the top. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, you lower. Exhale, you flex, you lift. 3, pull belly up and in. 2, 1, take it all the way down. Here we go. 3, exhale. 2, squeezing through that smiley part of your butt. 3, pulling yourself away from your left shoulder to get all the way down. Think of the heel coming a little closer towards the back of the head. 3, 2, 1, take it down. So the ankle weights I have on are about 2 pounds each one. I think they're 2.5 to get all the way up. But they're made out of sand, and I love that. They're just a little gentler around my ankle. Inhale, exhale, flex, you lift. 3, 2, 1, take it down. 3 more, we hold it at the top. Your gaze is over the left forearm to get all the way down. Inhale, exhale, up for 3, 2. Try not to sink into your lower back. We've got 1 more here. 3, 2, we lower all the way down, we take it right back up. Awesome. And continue pulsing. 8, 7, shoulders or away from the ears. Try to keep it high. Squeeze through your butt. 4, hold it at the top. Don't let the leg drop unless you absolutely need a second. Hold it, extend right leg. Whew. Heel into your butt. Now, right knee. Can you get it a little bit higher? Remember, I can't completely treat this leg as I treat the other leg. My other leg tends to be a little stronger than my right one. So if I see that my knee is underneath my hip right here, I understand it, but I also push a little bit so I can keep it at that level. All the way out and then back in. Inhale, you lengthen. So again, this is a hamstring. Curl. Pull it right back in, heel to butt. Inhale, lengthen. Make sure you're not sinking into that left hip. 3 more. You hold the leg extended. Pull it in. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Hold the leg extended. Pulse it. Here we go. Lift. 10, 9, 8, 7. Thinking up and a little higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it with control on 1. How about we do 1 more core for the core, and we finish it out. Beautiful, you guys. All right, let's go ahead and start with toe taps. So lay down on your mat, towel, water if you need to. Here we go. This is your last bit. Less than 3 minutes left here. Beautiful work making it all the way through. So I'm going to go ahead and leave my head, neck, shoulders down. You should see my view right now. I've got a beautiful view of palm trees, beautiful skies here. I've got a skyscraper on my right. Toe taps here, right to left. Back into the center. Again, your hands can be behind your head, or if you prefer, you can lower down right by your body. So head, neck, shoulders down gives you an opportunity to connect with your spine. The natural alignment of the spine. Take it all the way through and then right back in. Pulling the belly down, not tucking the tail under, just natural length. Relaxing around your head, neck, and shoulders. And then taking it into your lower core. Inhale, exhale. Awesome. In 3, we're gonna lift head, neck, shoulders, find a bicycle. 2. Good, last one. Lift head, neck, shoulders off the mat. I'm bringing left shoulder to right knee. Inhale through the center, exhale, twist to the other side. Back into the center, exhale. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, reach. All right, let low belly stays really low onto the spine. Forget about whether the elbow taps the knee or not. I love to think about bringing my shoulder a little bit higher so I can really get into that full twist. And then use the full obliques here, internal, external obliques. Here we go. Last 5, right to left. Last 4, we're gonna hold it onto your favorite side. We pulse in 3. Last 2, hold it. Last 1, we pulse, lift. 8, 7, 6. Right leg is long modification. You can drop that right heel. 4, 3, 2, we switch on 1. Let's go. Don't even think about it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. 1 more. Legs up the wall. 2, 1. Lift. 8, 7. Maybe you lower 45 degrees. 6, 5, 4, 3. Yes, you can. 2. And release, you guys. Beautiful work. Taking off the ankle weights. The sun is in my face. I love it. Bring the knees into your chest. Rock yourself side to side. Let's do 1 stretch together here. So lengthen the right leg. We're going to twist. Find a supine twist here. So if you've got the knee twisting over to the opposite side, the left shoulder, left knee twisting to the right, left shoulder works its way down. Maybe it doesn't touch the ground. That's okay. Take it back into the center. Left leg goes long. Find a hamstring stretch here. Maybe you can walk your hands up towards your ankle. Awesome. Figure 4. Big in through your nose. Big out. Right knee stays into your chest. Find that crossing over. I need to close my eyes here. Listen. Right shoulder stays down, as far down as you can. Notice if there's any tension around the hips. Just let it go, you guys. Back into the center. Right leg goes up to the sky. Walk your hands up. Find that hamstring. Figure 4. Press your right knee away from your chest. Big in through your nose. Big out. Rock yourself forward and back the length of the mat, curving through the spine. Butterfly. So soles of the feet together. Here we go. Let's finish it up. Soles of the feet together. Lengthen through the spine. Big inhale. This one's for the hips, for the inner thighs. Walk your hands out as far forward as you can. Try not to curve the spine so it's a hinge on the hips. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more like that. Big breath in. Big breath out. Wonderful, you guys. Walk your way back. So good. Thank you so much for moving with me. My name's Marie. If you've got any requests, go ahead and place them on the chat. Find me at my website and in my Instagram at Marie_Colom, my website. You can find it down below. I'll see you on the next one.